Welcome to Master Mathematics in Minutes. Today's topic is about how to calculate the side of a right angle triangle. And we'll cover a couple examples on how to calculate the side with trigonometry. And we will conclude the topic with a summary. And finally, be kind and subscribe for more videos. So, how do we calculate the side of a right angle triangle? Consider a right angle triangle or right triangle. We can calculate the length of sides using trigonometric functions. So visually, we have a right angle triangle and we have an angle theta. And the side that is opposite the 90-degree angle is called the hypotenuse. And the side that is opposite theta is called the opposite side. And the side that is adjacent to theta, or next to it, is called the adjacent side. So, the sine of theta is given by the opposite over the hypotenuse, or O divided by H. And the cos of theta is given by the adjacent side over the hypotenuse, or A over H. And the tangent of theta is given by the opposite over the adjacent side, or O over A. So, we can remember these functions by remembering the words so, ca, and tua. So S stands for the sine function, and O is the opposite side, and H is the hypotenuse side. And similarly for ca and tua. Let's take a look at a couple of examples now. In the first example, we're given the following right angle triangle, and we're asked to calculate x. So x is the side that is opposite the 90-degree angle. So that is the hypotenuse. And we have theta given to us as 30 degrees. And this side, which is opposite theta, is called the opposite side. And we're given that is 4 centimeters. And so the function that relates the opposite side and the hypotenuse side, or O and H, will be the sine function. So we will choose the sine function in this case. So we have the sine of theta is equals to the opposite side over the hypotenuse, or O over H. So we have sine of 30 degrees, because we're given theta is equals to 30 degrees from the question. And the opposite side, which is this side, is 4 centimeters. And the hypotenuse is this side, which is x. So x is equals to 4 over the sine of 30 degrees. And that is given by 8 centimeters. In the second example, we're asked to consider the following right angle triangle. And we're asked to calculate x. So x is opposite the 90-degree angle. So that is the hypotenuse. And we're also given theta as 45 degrees. And this side, which is next to the angle theta, is called the adjacent side. And that is given to us as 75 centimeters. So we have the adjacent side A and the hypotenuse side H. So the function that relates A and H will be the cos function. So we'll pick the cos function in this case. So we have cos of theta is equals to the adjacent side over the hypotenuse side, or A over H. And cos of 45 degrees, because we're given theta is equals to 45 degrees from above. And the adjacent side is 75 centimeters, which is this side. And the hypotenuse is x, and that is what we're trying to find. So solving for x, with x is equals to 75 over cos of 45 degrees. And that is equals to 106.07 centimeters. In the third example, we're asked to consider the following right angle triangle. And we're asked to calculate x. So we're given the angle theta is equals to 27 degrees. And the side that is opposite theta is this side, which is x, and that is what we're trying to find. And the side that is next to theta is this side, the adjacent side. And we're given that is 10 centimeters. So the function that relates the opposite side, O, and the adjacent side, A, will be the tangent function. and we'll choose the tangent function in this case. So we have tangent of theta is equals to the opposite side over the adjacent side, or O over A. So we're given tangent of 27 degrees, because theta is 27 degrees from the question. That is equals to the opposite side, which is x, and the adjacent side, which is 10. So solving for x, we have x is equals to 10 multiplied by tangent of 27 degrees. And that simplifies to 5.1 centimeters. In the fourth example, we're asked to consider the following right angle triangle, and we're asked to calculate x. So we're given theta is equals to 30 degrees, and we have the side x, which is the adjacent side, because it's next to theta. And we have 8 centimeters as the hypotenuse, because it's opposite 90-degree angle. So the function that relates a and h is the cos function. So we'll pick the cos function in this case. So we have cos of theta is equal to the adjacent side over the hypotenuse side, or a over h. So cos of 30 degrees, because we're given theta is 30 degrees, is equals to the adjacent side, which is x, divided by the hypotenuse, which is 8 centimeters. And so x is equals to 8 multiplied by cos 30 degrees, and that is equals to 6.93 centimeters. So there's an alternative solution to this question. Firstly, we can recognize that this is a right angle triangle, and we're given 2 of the sides. So according to the Pythagoras theorem, we're able to solve for the remaining side when given the 2 other sides of the triangle. So according to the theorem, 8, which is the hypotenuse, squared is equals to 4 squared plus x squared. And solving for x squared, that is equals 8 squared minus 4 squared. And x is equals to the square root of 8 squared minus 4 squared. And simplifying that, we have x is equals to 6.93 centimeters. And this answer matches the previous answer that we had. To summarize, consider a right angle triangle or right triangle. We can calculate the length of sides using trigonometric functions. Visually, we're given the right angle triangle, and we're given this side of the triangle with angle theta. So the side that is opposite the 90-degree angle is called the hypotenuse, and it is the longer side. And the side that is opposite theta is called the opposite side. And the side of the triangle that is next to theta is called the adjacent side. So we have sine of theta is equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse, or O over h. The cos of theta is equal to the adjacent side over the hypotenuse, or A over h. And the tangent of theta is equal to the opposite side of the adjacent side, or O over A. So the hint is to remember the words so, ca, and toi. So S stands for the sine function, O is the opposite side, and h is the hypotenuse. And similarly, C stands for the cos function, and A is the adjacent side, and h is the hypotenuse side. Thank you very much for watching. This is Master Mathematics in Minutes.